Survival fans, have you heard of Nightingale yet? If you haven't, why the hell not? I've been doing as many videos as I can with every new bit of news about this. This is going to be one of the biggest survival games to release this year. Mark my words. Base building, combat, hall defense, loads of different ways to explore all sorts of different biomes, maps and more, utilizing guns as well as melee weapons and a whole host of crazy creatures. Ever since it got announced at the Game Awards last year, I've been pretty obsessed with this game and I can't wait to dive in. So much so, I even applied to be their community manager, which I didn't get, but that's okay. What I did get was an opportunity to join a focus group where we got a chance to talk with other creators about the game, and that hopefully I'll be delivering and showcasing more of this in the future. It looked great, we didn't see anything amazingly new, and even if we did, I wouldn't tell you anyway, but I am super excited about this game. It was great talking to other creators as well as getting a chance to talk to some of the developers as well, so hopefully we'll get more chances like that in the future. What we did get though was some actual gameplay footage, extended ones that we hadn't seen before, so here it is. This footage was I think originally made for IGN's Game Fest or Fan Fest event, and basically they only used small portions of it. So I'm going to just let the whole thing play, I'm going to react and talk about it and why I'm so excited about this game, why it could be the next big survival game, and why when it does come out, I'll be devoting a significant portion of my channel over to it. Dangerous, I know, especially before release. But as I said, I just got such a good vibe. It's just totally fitting with what I want from a survival game. The atmosphere, the environment, the lore, the story, and obviously the world. It just seems like it's the perfect mix. Anyhow, we've seen some of this footage before, like the Giant, like the Bandersnatch. They're utilising creatures obviously from 18th century and obviously more to kind of mythological use in their game. We've covered some footage of this before. Like I said, we covered this when it went out with the IGN Fan Fest. You saw the Giant at the beginning. That's a big part of the game, how we'll be maybe choosing whether or not to fight him or hopefully coming up with another way. And then obviously you saw the Bandersnatch there. Now we've got the Harpy and we get a little bit more footage of what the Harpy is going to be moving around like. It's absolutely scary as heck. I would not want one of these guys creeping up on me in the dark. These guys are going to be stealing your food or other items, resources possibly, as they creep into your camp. So a lot of this footage of these creatures, like I said, we have seen a few bits of it, but it's nice to see a bit more long, proper unedited gameplay as it were, of these just going about their business. And it looks great, the world looks amazing, and now we've got the Bound. The Bound are pretty much seemingly the creatures that will be attacking you on a more regular basis, judging by the trailer, where they'll be trying to destroy your base as well. And I guess this is like the horde event that I'm imagining this game's going to have. I won't repeat lots of the stuff I've gone over before, the story and lore, but these guys are pretty much made to represent the opposite or mockery of humans. So they've all kind of got that humanoid appearance, but with some major twisted kind of little things happening, like the wheel for the head. This shot alone shows like 5 different varieties. You've got the guy with the magician's staff over to the left. Then seemingly 3 different more varieties of these Bounds below them. Some guy with the 3 spikes, then you've got like a guy that's running around on all 4s, and then this guy with the strange horns at the front of his head. And then on the right side again, we've got one with seemingly some sort of torch or lantern on top of his head. A guy with maybe a metal helmet in the far background. Another one of them guys looks like he's kind of running around on all 4s, and then another one with the 3 spikes in their head. Maybe they all do the same attacks and it's just purely just different looks, but I'm still intrigued by this. It does look like these are going to be the main kind of contenders we'll be fighting off against, much like you face off against zombies in games like DayZ. But I love the look of these, it's so different. And then we've got a main guy in the middle, which we've seen quite a bit of as well, with that huge massive hammer and yeah, that weird wheel. I've always kind of compared these, I guess, to maybe creatures from something like Silent Hill, just because I remember some of them with the triangles for heads and stuff like that, but they really are their own thing. Anyway, back to the actual footage, and yeah, we've seen a lot more now as well of the maps. These were shown in very quick succession, but you really get a sense of the atmosphere. Now, don't forget, it is built on like a high-end PC, and it is going to be a PC game only for the foreseeable future. But you saw like a campfire in that previous shot and deer coming up through the mist and seeing some arcade ruins. The rain in this one with these little what they called when the stones are on top of each other. And yeah, it just looks great. The environments look all different, and that's what it's kind of promising to be. These portals that may open up into different biomes, different maps for us to get resources. This one's got its own camp. This is where you'll be basing, setting yourself up, hopefully to get replenished, maybe health items and more. And look at this one, a bit more alien-like. It's definitely playing on the idea that you'll be going through different dimensions, and some of them won't look just like Earth. And this is even better as well. This is where like we've got a monument. There is going to be player building, free player building by looks of things, but this is seemingly some sort of NPC town that we may have to actually protect, as it's shown in the trailer, the giant either walking through here or possibly defending it against the bound. And then this one as well, a bit more of a farmstead on a deserty area, but you see a wreckage or a big rock of a boat in the water. There's just so much going on, different lights, same kind of map here, but you can see the camp, a tent, even more ways that we're going to be crafting and utilising strange technology. Like, is that just simply a telescope? What is it? It looks different, doesn't maybe look like it to me, but the game looks absolutely stunning. Some nice decorative touches there, like the pot on the bench and the little kind of briefcase too. And again, a bit more of an alien eerie landscape on this one, with definitely ruins in the background. I'm so pleased they allowed us to show this to you guys, because it's just great to see some new footage. I have been relying on just the trailer for months now, so it's nice to be able to do this. So I probably will be showing this off a lot. Still no news about when we're going to be able to try it. They have got alphas and betas maybe starting later on this year. I'm guessing that's what they've said. You can sign up for them on their website, and then hopefully we're seeing a release this year. That's what they've said, 2022. I hope it's not too late. I'd love to get into this as early as I can. It just looks phenomenal. And this is another one of them sort of NPC settlement towns. At least we think it is. Like, imagine if you could build something like that yourself, like out of base pieces. I don't know. I think it is going to be something that's pre-made, and you will be able to build alongside it. But hopefully they won't be too disjointed. They'll look very similar, but it just looks great. These vistas we're seeing, obviously they're locations you'll be exploring to get certain resources. From the trailer it looks like, and obviously the lore that we've seen, that you'll be going through these portals, activating them in hope to eventually jump home. It's not Quantum Leap, but something similar where you will be doing that. The city is called Nightingale, and that's where we're trying to get back to. So we're going to be going through these places. Some of them are going to be more dangerous than others, and hopefully trying to get enough resources or something special there to advance to the next place. It gives so many opportunities for gameplay, so many opportunities to have different kinds of events, map types, just real different vibes, and building is a big part of that. You can see here it's got kind of the same gameplay as the forest, where you're carrying the logs. It's got a blueprint system just like the forest as well, and it's got what I love, a kind of primitive plus feel. Ark used to have a mod called Primitive Plus, and it was very much based on old age style, and it's just amazing. And you can build around these monuments. This is really confirming that too. A proper survival game, grabbing resources, base building in proper different ways, where your creativity can be unleashed with all sorts of different designs. Hull defense, multiple worlds to explore. I might have to stop covering this game because I'm literally getting that excited about it. And if anyone knows me over the years, I'm a hard one to please. I hype up survival games, and then when they release, we kind of discover the truth about them sometimes. So I can be pretty harsh on games that I feel like haven't maybe delivered on what they originally set out. But this is just looking amazing. If they can deliver even a fraction of what's showing here, and it's competent, it runs well, there isn't too many problems with lag or issues, and they're going to be updating the game frequently, then I really do feel like Nightingale could be the biggest, not even just survival game, but one of the biggest games this year. So I'm going to be here for it every single step of the way. As soon as we get any brand new news, interviews, screenshots, videos, I'll be telling you guys all about it. And if we get any other chances in the future to showcase or play or try out the game, I will let you guys know as soon as I can. Hope you enjoy the video. Check out the rest of my survival content if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you ratbags later.